Hello, Internet. This is Egg. Uh, Welcome to our channel and our transformation as a non binary, gender fluid, transgender human being. Today is day 14 of hormone treatment, taking a testosterone blocker, but not yet taking estrogen supplements because of other health issues that we have. Um, and so we are having to make sure that everything works together in a whole. And also, um, so our our transformation is not as much visible right now. Although we are using filters on Zoom. Thank you, Zoom, for filters that let us see a little bit more of our feminine side. Um, and so, yeah, we have always been uncomfortable in the male role and gender in our society, in our culture, and also fearful of being more feminine. And so, as we came out this summer as non binary, we have sought to more properly align our hormonal uh, balance with what we feel is our true, uh, closer to our true identity. And we're always learning every day is something else to learn about. And as someone who is doing this late in life, really not necessarily late, but later in life than uh, as a child or as a teenager or whatever. It's a uh, it's a very mind blowing experience, and having to um, try to figure out certain aspects of who you are that look differently because you're seeing them through a lens of um, what we say feminisms, of oppression, uh, seeing the oppression that is like so much of society, and feeling it also in our own personal uh, psyche and uh, brain space. And then as we're transforming, there's the question that seems to come up: how much are you going to transform? Well, we don't know. We can't tell. And we're so just beginning, really, um, that we can't say at this point that this is exactly what we're going to be at the end. We do know that some of our features will change, some things like that once we start on estrogen more so. We know what other people have who've gone through this before have said in videos and in books and other things, other avenues. And but when we wake up in the morning, there's no one else that's walking the walk that we're walking, and so it's a little bit different. But at the same time, there are millions of others who've walked the same paths, similar paths, and who can share understanding and knowledge and about the multiple layers of identity and how they interact and how they intersect, and across so many levels that we're still working over this stuff in our head. So much the pandemic has caused us to be very self-reflective or reflective about the wider picture and how we are impacting it. And so that also forces you to kind of, well, it doesn't force you to, but as someone said, well, I know I said this, we think we said this yesterday, I don't remember, but what did we think we said? Oh, Ashley Adamson said something about, if you're going to go through it all the way and see where it takes you, and don't just stop where you feel like you've figured it out, because there's a long ways to go. So like we said, this is day 14. We would think on HRT, which is really just one H, uh, and it's not blocking the testosterone, but it's flushing out testosterone. And so then next is to come the estrogen part, which we're excited about. But because it's a long time in relative terms when you're going day to day, and there's nothing you can do to speed it up that uh, that could upset the balance. And so anyone who's going through a journey to discover their identity is really going to face some difficult questions and some challenges. And no matter when you do it. Um, and so anyway, this is Professor Eggberry. This is, our heart. A pierced heart is not where it should be, but we found this at the Gender and Sexual Diversity GSD place at uh, where we work, and which, by the way, is just another thing that there's resources around for people. Um, we didn't know where they are. Well, we don't know where they all are, but we have stumbled upon a lot of them, and they're in a lot of places that you don't even think about. Um, so, you know, so again, we're just sharing this because we want to make a record of it and to document so that we can look back, but also so that others can look back and hopefully, or can look at it and hopefully find some encouragement in your journey, just like so many have encouraged us. And so anyway, that's what we were thinking on day 14. And so anyway, have a great uh, time until we meet again here on the inner tubes or in person. Namaste.